All right, so your litter of baby rabbits is up, it's moving around the cage, it's out of the nest box, and you're wondering just how long do you need to leave that nest box in there? That's what we're gonna talk about in today's video, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to another Slightly Redneck video. Again, my name is Chris, thanks for joining. Today we're gonna talk about nest boxes, and primarily, when can you take that nest box out of the cage and how long do you exactly need to leave it in there? It's really pretty simple. There's not really any dead set rule that, when they're exactly this many days old, that's when you take the nest box out of there. What I do is I just watch the rabbits pretty close. And let me bring you in a little bit and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. All right, so this litter of rabbits here is about, I don't know, probably close to 4 weeks old. But you can see when I'm looking in the cage, and maybe you can tell on camera, maybe you can't, but here's the nest box right here in the middle of the cage. All the rabbits are back there in the back corner. They're not using this nest box anymore for the most part. Now, you will notice when they first start getting out of the nest box that they're gonna hang out around the cage, but at night they might get back in the nest box and kind of cuddle up and snuggle up in the hay and the straw and sleep in there. I leave it in there, but I've been checking on these guys the past couple days, and I come out here at night and they're for the most part out. They're not in the nest box at all. They might jump in there, hop around for a minute, and then jump back out. But for the most part, they're not hanging out in the nest box anymore. So now is a good time to go ahead and remove the nest box. And I find generally that is between about 3 and 4 weeks. When they're about 3 to 4 weeks old, in the summertime, I usually can remove it a little bit earlier, closer to 3 weeks. In the wintertime, it's usually closer to 4 weeks. But again, I just let the rabbits tell me when they're done using the nest box. And right now, it's becoming more of an obstacle because they got to move around it and they're not using it. So it's go ahead and remove that. And it's pretty easy to do. I mean, all you do is just open up the cage and take it out, and that's it. And give you just a shot of the babies here. You can see them all running around. 4 white ones, 3 black ones. All right, it's a short video this week because it's a pretty simple topic. Just let your rabbits tell you when it's time to remove that nest box. The one thing I will tell you is make sure to come out at night and check on them to make sure that they're not still using that nest box at night. I've checked these guys the past couple days, and like I said, even at night when it's real cold and the water's freezing, for the most part, they're not using it. They may hop in it, hop around, hop back out, but they're pretty much just snuggling up in the back corners or whatever together, and that's where they're hanging out the most part. So it's time to go ahead and remove that nest box. I will say I know a lot of people have put nest boxes or boxes with straw in there in the wintertime for their rabbits to get into. My rabbits don't use it. You may have a different experience, and if you want to leave that nest box in there longer, there's nothing wrong with that. But my rabbits seem to enjoy the extra cage space as opposed to having the nest box in there. So I always go ahead and remove that whenever the babies stop using it. So hopefully that clears some things up for you. Leave me some comments below. Let me know. Do you have a different experience? Is something else working out better for you? And if you have other questions, other things you'd like to see addressed in future videos, leave that comment below as well. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, God bless.